Quiet on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. As the Oracle foretold, two idiots who would misinterpret the news so you don't have to. Live from Deltona, Florida, the avatars themselves, Jack and Laz.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another exciting edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the nudes so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours. Because it's they deserve to be questioned on
That's right.
the daily.
Truck Awesome Friday. That's right. It's the day to question everything before the weekend. And welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Friday, October 21st, 2022, here inside and outside Shroud the Avatar.
Yes.
Giveaways are open as I see people coming on in. And Bridge Troll 300 bits cause Steam Deck. Are you watching on Steam Deck?
No. Why would anybody watch on a Steam Deck?
I don't know.
No, but if it's possible, go for it.
As I know you can play Shroud on a Steam Deck with a couple of modifications, but that's going to get Bridge Troll a mystery game key. He's going to get a copy of Ukulele and the Impossible Lair.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have that one already, BT, but if you do, let me know, and we'll figure it out for you. We'll figure it out as we get Bridge Troll his game key. And if you don't, then of course go ahead and enjoy it. What is this? Yeah, I see it. I don't know why it won't clear it, but whatever it is, okay. The game seems to have mucho players now, kind of. I don't know. I did add some new players. I've got 61 currently on my friends list. Still lower than what it used to be. It used to average 130, 150. Many returned too, yeah. Many of them are just trying to make sure that they got their shit is what's happening.
Oh.
I'm sure that's really what it comes down to. They're making sure that they didn't lose all their crap. But speaking of losing all their crap, we've got some interesting news to talk about today, including some of our favorite topics like RNG and other stuff, but nothing in the Tweeterverse. Shall we just point that out for posterity's sake?
No, we need to go there and look.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Shall we just point that out?
Yes.
Coeur d'Alene with 500 bits. Thank you, Coeur
Oh, yeah,
d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene. Thank you. Yes.
Not
Right.
quite. Not quite. We'll talk about that shortly. But Coeur d'Alene, you know the rules. Let us know what we're doing.
Yeah. So no
Random
updates.
Halloween track, please, and thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
So random Halloween track. So we got a choice of 3 Halloween tracks. And Coeur d'Alene with 300 bits, which
with
means
300
I
bits kicking off the hype train.
need to get a Steam key for Coeur d'Alene, and Coeur d'Alene is getting a copy of Call of Juarez
Call of Juarez.
Gunslinger, because Juarez is such a nice, happy town that you need to walk around with a gun for protection. I think it's uh, set in modern times, although, oh, wait, whoa. Reveal key there, and don't send the old key. There you go. There you go. Okay.
Tina's gonna get himself a copy of
And do,
Alien Breed 2 Assault.
doing a play before we've actually chosen the map doesn't get you anywhere. So which one are we going for? Haunted Hammer, Jump in the Night, or
I've
Trick or
got
Treat?
the Haunted Hammer up.
Okay. Haunted Hammer is up on both streams. Now you can do exclamation mark play on both streams, because we are clicking start in 3, 2, 1, start. Okay.
69 seconds to get in on the action.
Yeah. So the real question is, should I post that video on YouTube and tag both their full names for that shit?
Both whose full names?
Oh, that video from the Marine and seaman
Huh?
that are both human pieces of shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the video in Discord.
Video in Discord.
Link to the video. It's the guys that were going through my office.
Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But
Fucking pieces of shit.
yes, the picture that I posted was a couple I met on the ship who just reached out to me today, and gave them my YouTube info because they were interested in what I did, and they said, "Hey, didn't know how to get you, so I decided to use email because I couldn't figure out YouTube." Sorry,
Leave a comment
Tina.
on a video. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Did we haven't clicked start yet, did we?
I think we did. Yeah, we're
Sure.
racing.
We're racing? Fuck. Did I forget to click the start button? Oh well. Yeah, whatever.
Get it together, Jack.
Why would I do that?
Because we're rimming the brown hole.
Okay. We'll be at the brown hole momentarily.
There you go, Tina. Fixed. Sorry about that, bud. Sorry about that. As Jigoku takes a tremendous lead out front. And I say tremendous, I mean tremendous. Jigoku's already rimming the second brown hole.
Ekondis already plunged, or actually Jigoku was the first one to plunge through the brown hole.
Mom, ejected.
Ekondis was the second, and Ekondis into the spinny thingy.
Ejected. As Jigoku heads down the bounding staircase. Azorian, Defresne, and Tina leap to their deaths. There goes Ekondis, ejected.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Jigoku still in the lead, dropping the steps thingy.
Dennis is trying to catch up. But Jigoku makes it through the double mixer. But we've got a couple more obstacles as Synesis closing the gap.
Oh, Coeur d'Alene ejected. Econdis now in the lead.
Jigoku's got some smashing pumpkins. Is going to give Jack Synesis a chance to catch up.
Dun, 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 dun.
Might give some of the rest of the pack a chance to catch up too. And there's Synesis.
Tina now in the
Synesis
lead.
smashes another pumpkin and gets caught up as Jigoku
No.
slides on through for the win.
No.
But since Jigoku doesn't play the game, we're going to have to see who comes in second place and give them the scrolls. Who's it going to be? Going to be me
Tina.
coming in
I
second
was
place.
ejected. I was ejected. So everybody gets to send me their scrolls. Tina
And
found a
Stymie
pumpkin
bringing up the rear.
and smashed it.
Rigged. Rigged.
Jigoku joins him in the pumpkin smashing. Econdis has joined in the pumpkin smashing.
Holy
Mom
crap.
has joined in. Tina
Time
moves
Lord
forward.
joining us on set. What's up, Time Lord?
Oh, Tina was hammered at the end, but caught the lip of the basket and stayed in. So Tina with the victory.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Congratulations.
So Tina,
But we're going to
getting
close
some
the
scrolls.
giveaway. We're going to pick ourselves a wiener. And Echo Andas. Echo Andas. You are the winner of a mystery game key. Let's see what we've got for you. Argami. Argami. Going out to Ikandas. And of course, the game key is included this time. So I haven't seen Time Lord in quite a bit of time. Good to see him joining us on set.
Yeah.
Hope your house is coming out all fine, well, and good out there, Time Lord.
Still in was it the Philippines?
Malaysia?
Malaysia?
Thailand,
Somewhere?
I thought it was. Thailand. Yeah.
Okay.
Where he's growing some Thai stick out in Thailand.
Yes.
Because his wife just got the government-approved pot plants out there that they're giving to everybody to grow. That's the kind of country we should have. Giving them to the people to grow. Absolutely. Government is supplying the pot plants.
I thought they used to have like one of the an extremely strict controlled substance.
Well, it might be with other stuff, but
yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Red Straw Weed keeps people complacent.
No. But where are we going to next?
We're going to talk about one of everybody's favorite subjects. It's a topic that was posted in the other day and has gotten some more coverage, which is the NFT stuff, or we can go to the recovery efforts from massively overpowered first.
Did you want to go back to the thread on the gold recovery feedback?
Nope. Because that's covered under the massively overpowered story here. Even with clips, but your clip didn't make it in there, unfortunately, because they clipped it before you made your post.
Oh, damn it. Okay, Shroud of the Avatar is in the home stretch for release 106 recovery efforts, but gold returns will come up short. Catnip Games is still recovering from the Shroud of the Avatar disastrous release 106 update, but the team is repeatedly in the home stretch of its efforts. With past due tax fixes already applied, a QA event on October 22nd in Hometown to help players restore purchased items planned, and gold balance returns currently in the QA server. Unfortunately, it's not all rosy news, as the QA testing directive points out, confirming that gold returns will not have every coin counted. Some people might not see what they expect, but this is the best they can do from the data they have, remarks the post. Discussion in the test environment channel of Soda's Discord shows some general confusion about how the gold reimbursements are being calculated, with many noting the return amounts are surprisingly low. One player appears to have lost about 1.6 million of in-game gold. These are all images from Discord.
I thought
Like.
they were from actually the forum, because it pretty much looks like the same shit that they were talking about in the forum. But either way,
Yes. Yes. And Pooh's like, I did nothing in the game at all. No sales. I actually checked. I did oddly visit the Oracle for 500 gold, but that was before the screenshot I had saved. I don't know if there's any relevant information I can provide. Yeah, that's a really interesting one. Certainly something to get sorted out before it hits live. The other thing would have been a change on live, but I am sure you would have caught that. The DB image used for QA was taken sometime between 7 a.m. and it's like, why is Coswald's not one of the developers?
no.
I'm trying to think back of what my gold was on August 24th image versus what it was when QA first came back up during the outage, which would have been the end number they used. I'm almost certain that my gold went down in that period. So it wouldn't make sense that I got more, but I could obviously be mistaken on that. If they looked at overall account value, you may have had enough extra mats or even scrap weapons to account for that change. Though I accumulated a lot of salvage weapons during that month, that didn't seem to matter, so who knows. Would be easier to figure out if we had all the numbers in front of us, though. In the end, anyone whose gold went up on QA, congrats, and it's back to work for all of us. Coswald's like, my account value in that time would have plummeted. I sold a ton of stuff to the NPC for the town. Well, no idea how they calculated it then, so maybe they'll tell us. Yeah. Yes. And Alexander's like, I got 0. So literally lost 1.6 million. Fun times. Players on the game subreddit are a bit less charitable, with one particular angry rant calling out the lack of IT best practices. Is that in the Shroud Raw? Is that in the Shroud Raw?
I don't know. Let's see.
No, it is in the official Shroud of the Avatar channel. Yeah. Yeah. Then, and some portions of the games community, as long as the apologists keep trying to deny the reality seen by the mainstream, we know to expect better from an MMO RPG in the last 20 years. Shroud will be unable to attract new players it sorely needs. The post reveals the excuses are on the level you'd expect from a newbie mud admin who is dartboarding a guess on why their AWS or mud install ate itself. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird to post screenshots of Discord messages. Yes, it is.
Yes.
The fact that they're actually in the Discord is actually pretty funny.
Let's go to the comments.
Yes. Comments? Narficus. Well, here's the official Shroud sub, but it's been about as lively as Shroud's stream.
Hold on. What are you sorting by? I'm going by newest.
That's newest, 4 hours ago.
Oh, hold on. Let me refresh then. Let me refresh. There we go. Okay.
Oh, here's the official Shroud sub, but it seems about as lively as Shroud's Steam presence. I had more references than Discus usually likes for this, so it'll just link the reply here. Oh. Wait. Shroud of the Avatar, Soda official, and that one was in our Shroud of the Avatar. So that was not in the official one. But the official one,
Can you see the date in there? It's too hard to read the date.
on the official one, the last one that posted was Caballero. Caballero is the only one that ever.
No, I'm
posts
talking
in that
about
one.
the AWS reference in this comment. Can you see the date there?
November 15th, 2021.
Yeah. So he's pulling shit from over a year ago, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was
listen,
just
listen.
joking.
Yeah. We're the only ones who can go back to past shit because we've been here this long.
Yeah. Just curious, is gold enough difficult to obtain in this game? Fuck no, Leo, it's not. Of course, I can understand the rage. To make it clear, it seems that the data around gold is an issue, and I'm also wondering if people lost other loot. Yes, they lost
did.
all their other loot. Yes, all their other loot. Someone who actively plays would probably know inflation has always been unchecked because there is zero gold sinks. People sell infinitely gathered stuff from the zones to NPC merchants who have infinite gold, and there's little else in the game but endless grind. So the game has zero balance on anything.
Not quite true. I mean,
Well, okay,
if
so
you're
the
gonna
only
sell
gold
weapons
sink
and
is black pearl and
well, even at
coal
this,
and
wax.
wax.
There's not an infinite supply of gold when it comes to selling items to NPCs. I mean, there is,
Yes, there is.
but if you're gonna spend hours out there, you're gonna get what, 1,000 gold, 2,000 gold from selling
They
armor
don't
and
pay
shit.
shit. Yeah.
That ain't worth the squeeze, man. It ain't worth the squeeze.
Yeah.
Master of Puppets.
Master of Puppets. For the longest time, gold was directly purchasable with real money, and they had an
And
official trader who was selling it.
And still is.
Yeah. So gold has never been directly purchasable from Portalarium. Never been directly purchasable from.
Well, continue reading.
And they had an official trader who was selling it. Yes, the infamous Marquis Dragon, who was sued by Blizzard for writing and running the Glider bot. At the time of this writing, he's selling in 1 million in gold for $30, still with the claim to be Catnip's trusted trader. The vast majority of the items are RMT store purchases too, going up to 30,000 for the gold castle from Seed Invest. And although RMT isn't technically supported on the official forums anymore, the few remaining whales either have a colossal amount of financial sunk costs, or like many of the toxically positive posters who you use to see boosting the game here and there and everywhere, are running RMT businesses in game.
Amen.
Thus, any losses of the database, let alone one going back a whole month, will cost the last holdouts a fortune.
Didn't cost me a dime.
Well, you were on vacation the entire time.
Well, doesn't matter. It still wouldn't have cost me a dime. I wouldn't have made no gold. I wouldn't have sold anything. If anything, it would have been stuff sold by my vendors. And believe me, in the last couple days, I'll just bring up my. I'll just bring up my mailbox. Oh, mailbox. I don't ever have a lack of sales. I've almost filled up my mailbox just in the last couple of days, so I'm really not concerned about it because people buy from my vendors.
Yeah. Let's see. Thus, any loss of the database, let alone one going back a whole month. If you're wondering how this catastrophe happened, they fired almost all of their staff back in 2019, and only Chris Spears, aka Cat Games, was really left of the original developers, having bought the assets from Portalarium, who collapsed into bankruptcy. You can see from the warning box on any coverage of the game now just how incompetent and actively malicious he is. But even he wasn't working on Shroud when the database went down. He basically wandered off to work on a blockchain NFT based game with Richard Garriott instead. He's crawled back in shame since when that didn't work out either. But in the short term, he'd left what was left of Shroud in the hands of volunteers and contracted fans, and they managed to brick the database somehow and had no easy backup for at least the missing month. Yes. And Arficus is like, even worse, all the sinks involved for RNG crafting, those folks got hit the hardest because you can't replace what they burned through. If they don't get the RNG success they did before, then it's just a second realization of loss. We're all losing. And there was zero unofficial bank filing, and Portalarium is still technically in business because subscriptions are going to Portalarium.
Portalarium.com.
Yes. So Portalarium has to pay those taxes.
Yeah, Coeur d'Alene, those are the people who got screwed the worst, in my opinion, is the crafters, the guys who crafted some phenomenal equipment and got the really good RNGs, and then all of a sudden lost it, and they'll never get that equipment back ever again. So I got to agree with you on that one. That's Shroud, baby. That's Shroud.
What about all the GMs I earned?
Yeah, you get those back in 5 minutes. Get out of here.
The fishing ones take fucking forever. Fishing is such a waste of time.
Go get with Bridge Troll as a grandmaster and everything. Get a potion and go fishing. You'll have it back.
I was doing that. Yeah. It still took fucking an hour for one. And I have to do 3 of them. Okay, then after that. Wait, so they absolutely screwed their backups too? And are trying to find literally anything to blame it on beyond their own failures, including obscure bugs that have been around in their game for years, the engine that their game and many others is built on, and a rumor about a ransomware hack started in their own Discord, which Chris liked to blame on Reddit. Do they think that anyone would honestly believe any ransomware outfit would even waste the time to try to fish catnip? Yeah, that would be pointless. The potential Bitcoin earnings from a company like that wouldn't even be worth the time to send the phishing emails, much less get a hook and then work with their malware providers to see through the ransom bit of the affair. Hell, this wouldn't even be worth bragging about on the dashboard that shows the successful ransomware attacks on some of these services. This just seems like they're making up anything they can, no matter if it's brazen lie, to try to soften the blow of their pretty spectacular mistakes. Maybe I'm being a petty asshole, but in my opinion, every Soda article headline should include Garriott's involvement in the game. This need to be hung around his neck like a bell of shame, falling around everywhere into every new project he wants to beg people to fund because he needs to save his millions upon millions of dollars to get another flight to space. This time in one of those very phallic Blue Origin rockets, probably. And Red Dragon's like, I disagree. The catnip guys seem easily scammable, so phishing would work. Yes.
Oh, Chris did say he would have paid 2 Bitcoin to avoid all this mess, but yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes.
It's only a couple $1,000s.
Now that's still like what $40,000?
No, I thought Bitcoin was only like $1,700 a coin right now.
No. Hold on. Let me go look at it. It's like 19 or 20,000. It's $19,000 right now.
Oh, it went up. Okay, yeah, so
no, it's been there.
Yeah, no. I guess I saw 17, and I thought it was 1,700. It was 17,000 the other day, so it's gone up a bit. That's what it is. It was down. Yeah, actually, it was down to 18,000 just this morning. It was down. Let's see, that's just in the one day. In the last 5 days, even then, in the last 5 days. But anyway, yeah, that's a nice piece of change. Anyway, moving right along.
Okay, moving right along. Maybe I'm getting being a petty. Let's see, where is it? Bruno, it's like, you can be awful and you'll still be better than whatever this circus is. Narficus, what drew my critical eye towards members of the community in this case were in juxtaposition with Catnip Games praising their positive community, prominent elements of said community still trying to teabag on other games while theirs was down. Many were of the same elements who would spin any kind of weak excuse to deflect from their own tribe or game. Then again, trying to teabag on New World was a feature of one of Catnip's dev stream promotion and attempts for cross promotions. So I was trying to sort through the mess on Discord for info on updates and kept running into that. Otherwise, sympathies in full to those still being made victim of bad development. But here we have an opportunity to examine the symbiosis between a delinquent developer and their enabling volunteer excuse force locked in full consumer dependency. Now to the point where the latter have in turn been providing bad PR to the developer like minions with outstretched arms to their overlord as volunteered crowd surfing. Here, master, this is for you. Blame EA. No, seriously. This is one of the few times that you can still blame EA for anything involving Shroud. EA's slimiest taught those tricks to Origin, and some famous EA execs took it quite well. This is how EA sports fans were incited to being the worst, so that their later efforts in trying to hold back their own creation just became a Dr. Frankenstein versus Frankenstein's monster scenario. This was exactly how Shroud community managed itself to death. Its own developers applauding as their own community strangles new breath into the game more effectively than anyone else ever could attempt to. Repeat this scenario for any of Shroud's problems. That's what's happened. Yeah.
Time for a giveaway.
Oh man. Oh. Are you sure about that?
I'm way sure.
Okay. Draw entry. Stymie, the savage furry.
Azorian du Fresne.
The savage furry is not on the lot, so I actually have to mail it out. Okay. The stymie is the savage furry. Long live the stymie. Is getting a streamer bundle right now. It's in his mailbox. Okay, archive, create, open.
Oh, excuse me.
It is open. Now do it. Now do it. Tina. Yes. Okay. Back. Did you get yours open? Yes, you have.
Oh, yeah.
Greater Divinity. Yeah, no, just no. Hell no, in fact. This ain't on EA. This is on Garrett being a shitty grifter. And on Chris at Catnip, by all appearances, being a dishonest grifter, along with a few people who are actually trying to keep the ship afloat or just collecting paychecks until the company closes. So then pretty much everyone has been an EA exec from Chris Roberts to Peter Molyneux. EA covered for a lot of these acts in a way that acted as a buffer. While you might buy an Origin game despite EA publishing it, you would be less inclined to buy the work of a disgraced developer, regardless who is publishing it. Then again, without Peter's hazing of interns, we wouldn't have had Black and White from Memorial or of his Tamagotchi being drowned in his tea by an unknown employee. Probably Simone Carter, or Demis Hassabis. Human marketing props doing what they are trained to do, dance for the camera and act like every design innovation came from their backside alone, so that anything they touched would be a signal of some kind of quality. This is how EA built up brands in the 90s. We have the same results of the freedom from publishers as some run towards NFTs in ways that leave publishers speechless. You do have a point about Richard Garriott and why I have asked, will the real Pert Snickwa please stand up? At times, for all those shots and blames RG has made at others, he has almost always been this way, especially since he perceived EA leaning on his royal interference designed to scuttle a publishing deal that left Origin weaker as a result. In retrospect, that's just a huge amount of hypocrisy for someone who lifted IP wholesale at the start of their career in design from Play-Doh. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes. I like how Coeur d'Alene's like, that Shroud, baby.
Play-Doh or Pisto? He says
Yes.
Play-Doh, which is not Play-Doh. It's Plato, as in the philosopher.
Plateau.
Yeah. Plato. But, Socrates. Yeah, Socrates. Golly, dude.
And I just love how the fact that like people yell at us for being so negative all the time.
Yeah. We're puppy dogs compared to these folks. I tell you what. But let's move on to the next topic, which is that NFT topic.
Oh, jeez.
I think we should be bringing up. You want to bring up the Bloomberg one first, or you want to bring up the other one first? The other one cites the Bloomberg, and you may have to open the Bloomberg in incognito mode to read it.
Fans have triumphed against the gaming industry's efforts to incorporate non-fungible tokens, and this is one mutiny that may really matter. Shit.
Yeah.
Fucking paywall.
Yeah, you got to do it in incognito. You'll be able to read it that way.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, you're right. Nick Kamen's video game. Nick Kamen's video game development studio AgroCrab has tied its image closely to making fun of cryptocurrency, and its first major game, Going Under, is a broad satire of capitalism and startup culture, full of gags about the gig economy, data mining, and the blockchain. A third of the game is just us attacking crypto, he says. That was the whole joke. One level requires players to traverse a dungeon where workers physically mine a substance called Styx coin for their boss, and the ferryman Hustlebones. Upon his defeat, a message flashes across the screen: asset liquidated. So Kamen was alarmed earlier this year when he learned from Twitter that AgroCab's publisher, the equivalent of a record label in the games industry, had become the latest to try selling non-fungible tokens. The NFTs could cost players real money, and he said, cost him both customers and his self-respect. We believe NFTs cannot be environmentally friendly or useful, or really are just an overall fucking grift, Kamen said, and his co-founder, Kalen Pollock, said hours later in a joint statement condemning the decision. They pledged to sever the studio's relationship with the publisher, never heard of them, unless Team 17 abandoned its planned token, a collection of cutesy cartoon invertebrates called metaworms, based on the long-running series about annelids with heavy artillery. In case the studio logo of a frowning crab holding a knife left anything to the imagination, they closed it with, I fucking hate it here. Other development teams affiliated with Team 17 quickly issued their own denunciations. Those included Ghost Town Games, creator of the popular food prep series Overcooked, and Playtonics Games, which made the old school adventure Yooka-Laylee and its sequel. We've given that one away.
I think we've given away both.
Yeah. Internally, Team I-17 employees also expressed reservations. A day after the initial announcement came the retraction. The metaworms were dead. We have listened to our Teamsters, development partners, and our game community and the concerns they've expressed. The publisher posted on social media and therefore have taken the decision to step back from the NFT space. That hasn't changed. In retrospect, Kamen says in an interview, it's tough to imagine why Team 17 thought it would be a good idea. But for the better part of the past year and a half, a whole lot of people in the games business thought NFTs sounded great. With crypto booming in the summer of 2021, NFT backers grew beyond the Bitcoin faithful to include Mark Zuckerberg's Meta and the metaverse, the traditional financial industry, and a string of game publishers whose market value range from
$1
modest.
billion for 35 players.
Yes.
You see that article?
Yeah, I fucking laughed hysterically at that shit. Oh man. Square Enix is worth 5.2 billion. Damn.
Yeah. Well,
With games, the idea, the broadly speaking, was to merge the well-established, wildly profitable act of selling digital items in the buzzy world of Web3. The catchy term for a hazy mix of blockchain, cryptocurrency, and virtual reality technologies that always has been seen to be over the next horizon and completely vapor. Established companies have often, I mean, it's the next let's fucking make every web page out of Flash.
until they find that it's easily exploitable and they lose their asses,
Yeah.
like Flash.
Yes.
But moving right along, dead air, dead air.
Established companies have often framed NFT projects as decentralized, revolutionary, bottom-up, worth wealth creation. They are somehow not being ironic. For investment firms, these digital certificates of authenticity were supposed to create a new asset class with built-in scarcity, like fine art or New York real estate. Game publishers saw them as the latest in a long line of digital items that have amounted to found money. Yeah, it's been avid gamers, many of whom regularly pay extra for flashy in-game items that do nothing besides look cool, who have most clearly rejected efforts to push NFTs on them. Gamers and industry types have waged a war on public opinion online, dismissing NFT advocates as hucksters, vowing boycotts and generally making a scene. Protests unraveled or headed off the addition of NFT blockchain initiatives by Valve's Steam Marketplace, which has since banned blockchain tech. Stalker 2, the Chernobyl disaster sequel, the serial killers versus survival game Dead by Daylight, voice actor Troy Baker, Electronic Arts, and Sega, which both walked back initial stated interest in NFTs. Discord, the standard chat app for gamers, and in late July, the Microsoft-owned juggernaut Minecraft. The initial backlash from consumers was a response to the shallow game mechanics and Ponzi scheme-like practices that informed most of the early decisions, says Joost van Drunen, a game industries analyst and investor who teaches about the business of video games at NYU. It isn't fun or sustainable. This backlash has been distinct from the broader carnage in cryptocurrency markets where Bitcoin's price has dropped below 20,000, down more than 70% from its November peak, and Coinbase, the lead crypto exchange, has laid off 1,100 people, almost one-fifth its workforce. Irate gamers weren't exactly a leading indicator of the macroeconomic trends that factored into the crypto crash, like rising inflation. But NFT boosters, this is a fucking long ass article.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Holy fuck, it's so long. Yeah. Are you sure you want to read all this?
Well, again, I think that point has been taken here, so let's just go ahead and jump to the.
It is the same thing being rehashed over and over again.
Yeah.
NFT's fucking stupid. Here's all the evidence of that.
So let's jump to the next massively overpowered article.
Yeah, I realized it's like I'm only halfway through this article and I've been reading this for a long time. Yeah, board monkeys are definitely fine art if you prize fucking shit. Leaderboard. Has the gaming community beaten NFTs? I have given the article in Bloomberg a lot of props for being something you don't see very often. A piece touting the game community as doing something unambiguously good. How gamers beat NFTs is a nice thing to see, especially as the piece details the many ways that players have risen up with unified voices to say that nobody wants
We don't
speculative
want it.
financial garbage infesting
Garbage.
video games. If asked, we will not support them. If sold, we will not buy them. Anyone trying to get into the intersection of video games and NFTs right now will be stepping through a wreckage of horrendous project failures. But I also wonder whether or not the piece is declaring victory a bit before its time. Sure, we've seen a lot of these projects collapse or in the process of watching these collapse. But the pieces fail to note that Sega is still moving ahead with its NFT plans, and Square Enix has made good on its threats with a project that is at least game adjacent. And let's also not forget Richard Garriott crashing a check and walking away from working with another NFT MMO project. I love that. Cashing a check, then walking away. Working with another NFT.
Strike through.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's pretty damn funny. Or this ghoulish bit of speculation about using NFTs to force people into being NPCs. At the time, it's not hard to see that these as projects that just keep humming along after they crash, ignoring better evidence and then launching into a market that's already said it doesn't want them. So let's turn the question into a poll. Have we actually beaten NFTs?
And you want to read the poll or not?
Yes, decisively, and the projects with them will sputter out. Yes, so far, but a bit more work needs to be done. No, but we've definitely pushed back hard and decisively. No, and the real flood of these projects is yet to come. No, but only because NFTs beat themselves by collapsing. But NFTs are the future. Don't you want to buy my ugly ass pick crew? No opinion, just view the results. So Laz, how are you going to vote?
I'm going to say yes, but so far, but more needs to be done.
I am going to go with no, but only because NFTs beat themselves by collapsing. Dun, 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 dun.
And the results are
2% of the votes with yes decisively, and the projects will then sputter out. Yes, with 26% so far, but more work needs to be done. 39% with no, but we've definitely pushed back hard and decisively. 18% with no, and the real flood of projects is yet to come. And 10% with no, but only because NFTs beat themselves by collapsing. 2% with, but NFTs are the future. Don't you want to buy my ugly ape pick crew? And 3 votes with no opinion. Hey.
yes, but
so that's over 50% say no.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe that since the advent and announcements of said projects, the gaming community has pretty much said this is not something they want, not something they're interested in, and not something they're going to spend money on.
I think I really have to go with, had NFTs not collapsed so spectacularly within like 3 months, we still haven't gotten a decent game. Yes, your guys are missing the point. People like Richard Garriott will build and sell a shell of a game to one whale. Yes. Um, look at Seth Green. He spent millions on a NFT. His wallet was social engineered, and then he paid $200,000 more cash to get his NFT back.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
It, the problem with NFTs is you know what? Pretend any image, like if you scroll up to the top of the page, pretend that that picture is the NFT,
But
and
the picture of this pointy-eared
whatever that,
little, yeah,
yeah, pretend that's your NFT, and I just stole it.
yeah.
It's like right click, save as, copy image. It's like, oh no, what are you going to do? Come at me for copyright? It's like,
Yeah, Stymie says basically NFTs died after Steam banned them. They control most of the game streaming that goes on. Well, if you all haven't heard, by the way, you may want to check the Steam. What are the words I'm looking for? Class action lawsuit. That's going on because you may be entitled to thousands in compensation, as it's put. For because of Steam's monopoly in the way they charge, for things and what they do to developers and the cut they take and all that good stuff. So if you haven't heard about it, go look it up. And if you buy a lot of Steam games, you may want to sign up. I know somebody did, but we're not going to get into any details about that because my lawyer says I can't talk about it, but I can tell you about it.
Yeah.
But Steam isn't doing too well. Steam is trying to distance themselves from anything negative at this point, including something that may take more money out of their wallets after this lawsuit takes a big chunk out of their asses, apparently. So anyway,
Well, it's better than what Google's doing.
what is Google doing?
They killed the Stadia and they're buying back all that shit.
Hey, what?
They killed their Stadia, which was their gaming platform that also required hardware, and they're buying some of that back.
Yeah, well, I don't know why they would waste their time. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like yeah. They try to get into the rent-a-game market.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that if you're going to just rent server space, but
Yeah.
they would still probably have to have a relationship with Valve in order to have that. Yeah, Tina, I would say the same thing. The NFT died in games long before Steam banned them because
Yeah.
players like ourselves just when we first heard about it just said, no way, ain't gonna do it. Zip zero zilch, nix nine nada. Not gonna happen.
But yes, NFT's bad. Very, very bad.
Origin doesn't exist anymore, does it?
What's the name of that company?
Origin.
Say it again.
Shut up. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, you do realize that
Origin.
Yeah.
Origin. Three syllables. Origin.
And yes, you do realize that that is the distribution platform name for EA.
Is it? Let me see.
Yes.
Let me see.
It's their game streaming service. Yes. Thank you, Stymie. Yes. Their
Right,
distribution
but
platform. Yeah.
Okay, I see what they're saying.
Yeah.
I see what they're saying.
When people are referring to Origin now, they're referring to a product that is very similar to Steam.
Right.
And unfortunately, I don't remember my Origin account, so I can't even log into that account. So
Lost password?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe LB will be back because, yeah, that's wishful thinking.
It is wishful thinking.
Yeah. Maybe, quite possibly, an executive or a producer will be hired for the game.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Because all this time without a producer saying where we're going and how we're getting there. Try
Apps.
recover, use email. Yeah.
Failing. Episodes 2 through 5.
Yes.
Episode 2 being 3 years too late.
Sure, we're not at 4 years already.
I don't know, something like that. I've lost track of time over the years.
Yeah.
How long I've been sitting on this damn lot? Time just seems to all run together, you know. I mean,
So EA is actually going all the way. They're retiring Origin and changing it to EA. So no more Origin. It will be the EA app.
that would make
That's
more
funny.
sense.
Well, I mean, the entire "it's in the game" thing was spectacular back in the day. It's in the game.
Spectacular.
Yeah, that was a good snippet.
But let's cover one more quick topic out to not a bug, Crown Store signs real quick, because I just love the answer to this one before we get out of here today.
What do you want to talk about?
Crown Store signs. The last topic I posted today, I think it was.
Not a bug. Not sure if this is a bug or I'm just very unlucky. I've been monitoring crown sales for the last 2 months and I have never seen an outdoor sign set on sale. There are like around 55 sets of them. It would make sense for them to see them from time to time, but I haven't. Is it possible some crown items in the store are not in the sale loop? Alley Oop's like, it's not possible. It's just RNG.
I would say have somebody double check that. Because the RNG is 3. We all know the answer to this 3. So the chances of 55 of them not coming up for sale in several months or ever. My original thought was items underneath a certain price just never go on sale. Let's see, signs. What are signs?
Well, I mean, like, so items that are 1,000 or no, the ballet outfit, which is
Yeah, well,
500 crowns.
that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
wait. The smoke burst emote, which is 200, is on sale.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
threw that theory out the window. Is there are several different things that are way under that, like the fancy red 4-lamp 3-pack, which is 375, which is
Yeah.
the chair, which is 250. So yes,
Yeah. I'm willing to bet that they do not have any of the 53 signs, which are all 9-packs, in the sale list.
when you saw some scrolls on sale, that would be in the Crown Store, because that's the only other
Yeah.
place that scrolls are on sale, right? You can buy them in the Crown Store.
Yes, you can buy scrolls in the
Yeah.
teleport to zone.
Because
Scrolls.
that is still the stupidest thing that we've ever seen in the game. And again, we've complained about it, but nobody seems to give a crap that you can get scrolls a whole lot cheaper through Jack and I, or you can win them for free on us, but they're selling them in the friggin' Crown Store, which, I just don't get. Just don't get it. But you know what I do get? I get that it's Friday and it's time for us to get the flock out of here for today and start our weekends.
And turn around and like sit there and send mail to Axe and saying, congratulations, you are receiving a bundle of items that may or may not be tradable.
Yeah. Probably not tradable. Where's the Stymie? He was here just a minute ago, wasn't he?
The Savage Furry was not on the lot.
I thought he was.
No. A
That's a
box
Savage
tries getting
Furry.
Steam Key.
And we're closing the giveaway out, picking a winner.
Of Darkwood.
And Wee Boy Gamer, congratulations.
And Box Try, congratulations.
Nom
For
nom nom
remember,
nom nom.
it is not the
My
hardwood.
Doritos.
It's not the softwood. It's the darkwood that you're getting. So congratulations there. But it's
Wee
that
Boy
time for us to
Gamer,
get out of this
another
place.
first time winner. Let me get him up here and see what he's going to be getting himself a copy of. He's going to get himself a copy of Demon Pit. Demon Pit.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you. As I try and avoid this, which isn't going to happen. But congratulations, Demon Pit, worth $8.99 on Steam, going out to Wee Boy Gamer, and of course, a streamer bundle going to Stymie. Long live the Stymie. But meanwhile, long live Lunch with Jazz and Jack. We are here almost 8 years and running. Almost 8 years, but we've been here a long time. We'll be back with more on Monday, right here on NBNN. Until then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you all on Monday.
Bye-bye.